Hey, welcome to Fantasy Football Live. I'm TJ Jefferson. I'm here with the fantasy consultant Nathan Zagura. We want to get you guys ready for week 7 of the NFL season by telling you who you should probably let ride the pine for your fantasy football team. So Nate, which quarterback should not be seeing the field?
Well, I got two for you. This week you want to make sure Mark Sanchez is on the bench, the rookie who had the world in the palm of his hand after a great start in New York. Not looking so hot with 8 interceptions in his last 3 games. They're going against a Raider team that you can run on. That's why Thomas Jones is the start of the week. So look for Sanchez to have a limited role, sit him down. And then another quarterback that you can just flat out get rid of is Jake Delhomme. Delhomme has been horrendous this year, and his receivers are unhappy. Steve Smith complaining after last week's game, and he has good reason. When you look at the 4 receivers in the NFL who have seen the most targets yet have failed to score a touchdown, two of them are on the Carolina Panthers. Steve Smith, number 2, Muhammad, number 4. Unacceptable. Delhomme, cut him. Jake, no more.
I agree, and you might want to add Delhomme to the cut list.
Yeah, cut him. Get rid of him.
Don't even know what.
Useless.
Useless. Done. All right. What about running back? Which running back would you kind of take a pass on?
You know, this week I'm going to sit Clinton Portis of the Washington Redskins. Portis has had 3 good games in a row, sure, but they've come against Carolina, Tampa Bay, and Kansas City, 3 bottom 8 run defenses. Now he has to face a Philadelphia Eagles team coming off an embarrassing loss to the Oakland Raiders. They're going to be fired up. They're going to be out for blood. Portis won't have Chris Samuels. That's the second top offensive lineman he's lost for the year. The team's in a little bit of disarray, and the Eagles have only allowed 2 running backs to top 40 yards against them this year. I would sit Clinton Portis.
Gotcha. Now, which wide receiver should not be getting any play this week?
I don't like to pick on him, but Terrell Owens, you got to show us something. Before it was a matter of opportunities. Well, you've had 7 or more targets in 3 straight weeks. You had 8 targets last week. You didn't get to play just 4 quarters. You played 5 quarters in that overtime game with the Jets and managed just 3 catches for 13 yards. Over your last 4 games, you have caught just 11 of 27 targets for 127 yards with 0 touchdowns. Those are not very good numbers. You got to sit him down this week. That's just the way it is.
I mean, it's a sad but true tale right now. Tight end. Which tight end shouldn't be getting any work?
Somebody who's also getting opportunities and not getting it done is Dustin Keller of the New York Jets. Last week, Keller had 10 targets but only caught 2 passes for 15 yards. He's struggling a lot right now, and he's got a tough matchup this week. The Oakland Raiders, one of the few teams in the NFL who have yet to allow a touchdown to an opposing tight end, so I would sit Keller this week.
All right, so which defense would have you searching the waiver wire for a replacement this week?
You know, I don't know that I would cut them, but I don't want to start the Arizona Cardinals. I actually would grab them off the waiver wire if you have another good defense because of their great playoff matchups, but I would sit them this week against the Giants allowing the 3rd fewest points to opposing fantasy defenses. And then also, if you have the Minnesota Vikings, they've been a great fantasy unit, but going on the road to Pittsburgh against an excellent passing attack, I'm going to keep them reserved as well.
Well, there you have it. Those are our sits for week 7. For the fantasy consultant Nathan Zagura, I'm TJ Jefferson. Tune in next week to Fantasy Football Live.